Peace, y'all. What's going on? My name is Brother Legend. If you're joining us on YouTube, my TikTok is Bigbrolgnd. You can catch me there. Tap the top right corner of my profile and you'll see the notification bell to know when we going live, what's going on. Please comment, like, share. Let the algorithm know you're getting value from the live. I post all my replays on YouTube. You can also find my YouTube link on my profile on TikTok. Peace, family. Thanks for joining us. We talk about some things today. Oh, I know some of y'all probably can't see the top question, so I'm going to fix that real quick. Hold on. I got to fix that. Come on in. I'm going to ask some questions. Is that better? No, it's not. Hold on. There we go. What up? Welcome in. Oh, man, my phone is like, okay, here we go. Delete that. What up? What's going on? I think this I don't know what week we on, but this is I think week 2. No mic. I'm working on it. The mic is on the way. Hopefully it will be here soon. It is the holiday season. So, I hope it gets here soon. What's going on, y'all? Oiled up the beard, you know what I'm saying? Hope you brothers been oiling up your beard, you know what I'm saying? Me, I put the castor oil and you know what I'm saying? Peace. What's good? Gives hugs. What's going on? I put castor oil in beard balm, you know what I'm saying? Get you a beard balm, yo. I like that. Smell good, make your beard soft. I got some people behind me. Audrey Lord, Maya Angelou, Cornel West. How many of y'all like Cornel West for president? Let me know. How y'all feel about Cornel West for president? Should he be president? Can we have a pro-black president? Is that possible? We about to hit an election year, so I probably should start warming up on some election prompts. Should probably start warming up some election prompts. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, another thing, man. TikTok, if y'all see my content, man, just know you are lucky to do so. Because TikTok been trying me. I'm telling you, the past 48 hours, I've gotten so many violations, but I beat everyone because I know the rules and I word my shit carefully. So I don't know about some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all Mayonesians, it's really no point in it just annoys me to keep trying to report my content. It's just annoying. I know the rules now. I'm gonna win that appeal every time. I know the rules. I know the guy. I know how to work. You know what I'm saying? That's why I need y'all to follow my other accounts. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. And I'm on here. I'm on Instagram too, but I don't really post content like that on there. I use Instagram for a long time to promote my music, and I don't have many of my people on there. So if y'all want to follow me on Instagram, I'll start posting more on Instagram. But I gotta see y'all start to follow me there, because right now it's a bunch of Hollywood high sedity people. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of music industry folks on my Instagram. It's not the same. Here I've curated, you know what I'm saying? I got the people that I really we kind of on eye to eye on some level, you know what I'm saying? My Instagram was just music for a long time. It was just music. So them people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they on. But anyway, are interracial relationships harmful to unity and progress in the community? Is preferring to date another race a fetish? And can you be pro-black with a non-black spouse? You know what I'm saying? Cornel West, I don't know what that question means when you say with. I was asking, how do you feel about Cornel West for president? He's running for president. So how do y'all feel about Cornel West for president? And this is his wife right here. His wife is a Palestinian woman. She Palestinian. You know what I'm saying? So you see where his allegiance lies. You feel me? Cornel West is an anti-racist. This is why we trying to tell some of y'all. Some of y'all don't know. You know the difference between pro-black and anti-racism. There's a difference. It's not the same thing. So Cornel West is an anti-racist. And that's great. The two can work hand in hand, but Cornel West he's not our superhero. You know what I'm saying? It's almost anti-black sometimes when quote unquote leaders in our community prioritize anti-racism over, solutions in our community. So, that's the thing. But yeah, you gotta, in our community, what you do in your, private life is your business until you start trying to speak for us. Then it's all our business now, because now we can see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, you ain't know about Cornel? Listen, Cornel's a ally. You know what I'm saying? He's an ally. He ain't with us. He an ally. He ain't with us. He work with us, but he ain't working. He ain't building with us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, is there such thing as a pro-black president? I mean, he wouldn't be it, but you know what I'm saying? Can you be a pro-black leader of the Klan? Is that possible? You know what I'm saying? Is that possible? Because, that's what the president is, right? What's the president? What's the president do? The president help our people or hurt our people? Look at Obama. Oh, my goodness. Look at Obama. He did damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, us in America, some of us still kind of fawn over him because Obama, he didn't do as much damage here. But, you know what I'm saying? Listen. He was part of the imperial system. You know what I'm saying? He upheld it. He swore to uphold it. He swore to keep it in place. He swore to keep it in power. And he ain't do nothing for us. So you gotta remember that. Okay, love of the artist. The president doesn't do anything. President does something. Trump did something. Trump was doing stuff. The president can do stuff. Trump put $2,000 in every American's hands. Okay, you can do something. You know what I'm saying? That's what kills it for me. Is like, you can do something. Now you already know. I ain't no Trump. I ain't no Democrat. I ain't none of that. They both two wings on the same bird. You know what I'm saying? But Trump showed you can do something. Something can be done. Women don't have abortion rights no more because of people he put into the Supreme Court. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You can do something. Obama did something too. He passed gay marriage. You can do something with the presidency. You can. You just can't do something for black folks. You can't do nothing for them. No. I can't do nothing for y'all. But you can do something. Something can be done with that office. It can be leveraged. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, either way, Them checks got approved. Them abortion rights was taken away. Either way, you can do something with it. I don't believe you can't do nothing. A lot of tax cuts were made. You know what I'm saying? You can do something. He gave everybody reparations. Everybody got reparations during COVID. That's what made my head spin. I was like, oh, wow, ain't that crazy? We gave out reparations, y'all. That's crazy. Ain't that crazy? Black folks make up 13% of the country. That means you could easily fit us in what? 6 times into the majority population? Like we're 1/6 of the population? So that means we could have got 12,000 to every black person for the same amount of bread as them spending 2,000 on everybody. And that's just me doing rough math, rough math. $12,000 really ain't gonna change much, but I'm just saying. For what? For living in America, for building America. How about that? That's what it's for. Oh yeah, Maya Angelou, come on, man. Y'all ain't know about this? I know. I outside your head, because we know about Lupita and Jonathan Majors and stuff. Let me put Audre Lorde. Let me put Maya Angelou. Let me put Cornel West. I should have put James Baldwin. How about that? Should have put James Baldwin. A lot of y'all.
Yo, you forgot about him.
What's going on, Shy?
I'm straight, shalom. I'm straight. I'm good. What's
Hey,
happening?
brother. Greetings. What brings you up?
Nah, I'm just passing through to show some love. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm gonna always do.
Oh, okay. Sound like you got some stuff going on. What up, crime? Peace, brother.
Yeah, I'm just passing by to show some love. I got out to drop right now because I got my baby right here.
Mm-hmm.
Beside me.
Yes, sir. James Baldwin had him a Marshmallow Man. I kid you not. I kid you not. I don't know whether he was pitching or catching, but I sure hope he wasn't catching because that would be messed up. I'm going to be honest. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you know what the ancestors went through, that's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, James Baldwin. You know what was going on with the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Oh, it's not. That's why I look at Don Lemon crazy. That's why I look at Don Lemon crazy, because Don Lemon doing that. Telling you now, Don Lemon got him one of them too. Telling you now. Look at him crazy. Listen, much love to the gay brothers, you know what I'm saying? Got love for you. But when you on the other side of the fence catching, that's crazy. To let you know what I'm saying? Let one of them do that to you. That's crazy. All right? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Same thing for the sisters. Same thing for the sisters. It's just as crazy. It's just as crazy. It's just as crazy for the sisters. You know what I'm saying? It's just as crazy for the brothers. It's even crazier for the brothers. It's even crazier for the brothers. Do you know in our ancestors' history what they would do to brothers? Do you know that Jonathan Majors back in the day would have still been with that woman? Do you know she would have had another man, her husband, her rightful husband? They would have called him to the bedroom, put put one of those to his dome to make him perform. Can you imagine someone telling you to get it up at pew point? Can you imagine that? As men, I'm talking to the brothers in here. Can you imagine someone telling you at pew point, get it up right now, or it's over for you, and we can do this legally. Get it up right now. I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Not for no unseasoned mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Not for no you know what I'm saying, raw turkey meat. I couldn't do it, bruh. I couldn't do it. Not for no skinless chicken. Hell no. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Not for I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know what I don't. Yeah, that would have been it for me. Except it's funny now, but when you really think about the trauma that you would go through as a woman, knowing that your man at pew point had to deal with one of them, the woman that has sold your children off. You know what I'm saying? Like that's trauma, yo. That's crazy. Like I can't imagine what the sisters were going through, the aunties, the great mothers, the ancestors. I can't imagine that. That's crazy. Now your son, your young son, oh, he looking handsome, looking real tall, looking real strong. Come up to our bed tonight. You know, I can't get it up no more. Come on up to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? One of the other masters is in town from Louisiana. We were gonna have you come up. You know, she's having a hard time conceiving. You know what I'm saying? Is sick. Look up Pata Seca. Look up Pata Seca. Pasecca. He had over 100 children. It's a black man. They used him like an animal. It's a black man. Look him up, Pata Seca. What's going on, Cron?
Bro.
Peace,
Yeah,
brother.
I scroll through these TikTok streets and I say their lives. I say, you know what? Let me check in with the bro. See what's
Yes,
good.
sir.
I mean, look, go ahead with the lecture, man, because you don't know. It's like a refreshment when we are here. You go and take only for knowledge and information. Go ahead with it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming up, man.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, that's the thing, man. I definitely should have put James Baldwin up here. I'm trying to think of some more. It's deeply problematic. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our leaders early on, especially in the civil rights movement, a lot of the leaders that y'all think are pro-black, they were anti-racist. A lot of them just wanted to assimilate into the dominant power structure. They wanted to assimilate into the status quo. They wasn't trying like, and that's the thing. We were so fresh off the plantation that a lot of us didn't like come to the realization that we could even be pro-black. Like Marcus Garvey, shout out to Jamaica, man. Shout out to the Jamaicans. Marcus Garvey's words hadn't hit yet. Like it hit, the movement hit, and we was moving, but the more palatable leaders were the anti-racist because the anti-racist ones still focused their movement around a white problem that affected black people. So that's more palatable to white people is that your whole movement is about how to get us to change. So we're okay with that one. Yeah, Martin Luther King. Yeah, we like that. Malcolm X. Oh, I don't know. He don't give a damn about what we're doing. He's trying to go do his own thing. So you know, Martin Luther King. Yeah, we can do that. Jesse Jackson. Yeah, he wants to be president. Yeah, okay, he wants to assimilate into the power structure. Yeah, you know, we like that. You know, even to some degree, Frederick Douglass. These were anti-racist. So when we talk about Marcus Garvey, you didn't learn that much about him, right? Because Marcus Garvey built the Black Star Line. Marcus Garvey was on some, oh man, I can't even say everything Marcus Garvey was on up here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even know how TikTok gonna respond. I told you I've been under attack lately. But Marcus Garvey was on some, okay, y'all want to be racist? All right, yeah, you have fun doing that. We about to go over here, build this whole wealth, reconnect with Africa. We about to stop worshiping your gods. We about to go and you know what I'm saying, move on to what we trying to do. So, you know, that's the thing. Like Marcus Garvey is the real, like when I look at, you know, pro-blackness, like, and where it really begins, it's hard to skip over Marcus Garvey. I mean, Marcus Garvey's influence was Booker T. Washington. So you could, you know, look at some of his stuff, but even there, it was kind of still more into surviving in the midst of our oppressor, as opposed, or I'm sorry, being able to thrive in the midst of our oppressor, as opposed to us completely liberating ourselves and building by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, man. Big up Jamaica for Marcus Garvey. Um, we know that y'all was treating some of the Jamaicans was treating him foul when he, was alive, but y'all still projected his message later on to like let the brothers and sisters in America like wake up more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the East Coast. A lot of the people that taught me growing up was actually marching with Marcus back when they was like kids. You know what I'm saying? And they would teach Black history to our church and stuff like that. But yeah, like that's only certain brothers and sisters was on that early on. But later on, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm.
Them people there, them still there about. You see me? You still have, I know a large amount of them like one time, cause the knowledge out there now and lives like this way we are do. People are say, yo, the work of Marcus Garvey put in it get more credit on an international scale than locally. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So with that now, that alone I make enough of them are looking at themselves. Enough of them whenever I view Marcus Garvey upon the heights, them start to give him credit. Even same thing with a lot of the musician them. Enough of the credit where the musician them get when the music start
Right. Yeah.
navigate and do better outside of Jamaica.
True.
Basically same thing with Marcus Garvey and all the greats, legends and prophets, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, even Martin Luther King, my grandfather wasn't a fan apparently of Martin Luther King. A lot of brothers and sisters at that time was like opposed to what King was doing. Some of them out of fear of backlash of what would happen if we was, really to start doing that, and then some of us out of they didn't like the idea of desegregation. Shout out to whoever sent the heart, man. Appreciate y'all for supporting the live goal, letting the algorithm know that y'all getting value. That keeps people coming up. We haven't had no guests today, man. If anybody wants to come up here and answer the questions, we're gonna grade you A to F. We're gonna grade you A to F. We're gonna give you a grade on your answer. Kron is up here. Kron, you feel like grading people? You might be gone.
No, I'm here, bro. Yeah, we can.
All right, yeah, we're gonna be grading people. We're giving out grades, man. A to F. Just put yes, no in the comments. These are all yes and no questions. It's 3 yes and no questions. Give us yes, no, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? We'll give you all a grade, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What you looking at? My wife being nosy. But yeah, a lot of the ancestors wasn't fans of Martin Luther King. Understand that America never integrated, it desegregated. America never integrated. So some of y'all say, yo, we don't like integration. It felt like integration to us because it was something against our will that we were forced to allow, and they were telling us it was in our best interest. And I'm talking about Loving versus Virginia. I'm talking about all this right here. We ain't never have to march to be able to marry our oppressors. We never had to. The privileged class always controlled that. That was not something we was in control of. So for us, it was integration. But to them, it was just desegregation. They never sought to intentionally include us into the power structure. Shout out to everybody in the comments getting these A's right now. Chicken Talk, Kira, of course. Sky 11 Hook. Who else getting the A? I don't know about Love of the Artist. I don't know. You getting you giving a C now. I mean, it depends on. Yeah, you're getting a C. I don't know. Chosho, nah, you getting an F. Wait, hold on. You getting a nah? You might not. I don't know. You said no to the last one. You getting a D. You getting a D. We you know what I'm saying? You getting a D. We gotta see. We gotta see. Some of these are more nuanced. Like I might
Hi,
give
host.
you a
Hello,
lower
everyone.
depending on the reason why, but just on yes and no's, I'm sorry, you're getting a D. All right.
Hello, everyone. How you doing, host? How's it
Peace.
going?
Give us your age, race, and pronouns, please.
Yeah, of course. That's he, him, male. Of course. What else did you want to know? My age as well, right? 30. 30, white.
All right, talk to us.
Okay, so I don't know if it's harmful or not. Community. I wouldn't know that personally because I haven't experienced that. All I can say is it's nobody's business who goes out with who. And if someone feels like they're in a relationship, it shouldn't matter because it's the relationship that matters. If someone is with someone and they enjoy their in company with that person and they see past it, who is it to anyone else that they're in that relationship and they're having
To be honest, you should have stopped at I don't know. Instead of like, it's weird when people say they don't know something and then they also have an opinion. Like
Yeah,
if
of
you don't
course.
know,
Yeah,
just
fair.
don't know.
Fair point.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair
Like
point.
don't
Yeah.
because yeah, like if it's harmful, it is everyone else's business. If it's harmful to an entire community, then it could be someone else's business. So if you don't know if it's harmful or not, then you could say maybe it's not, but maybe it is because you don't know. But if it is, it could
Yeah, I
be.
see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but then there's still the part where it is nobody's fundamentally. That's what I'm getting at. The fundamentals of a relationship has nothing to do with, really shouldn't have anything to do with how other people see it. If someone
All right, so being a a person of European ancestry, where you're like a fish born in water, who we would have to try to convince that water is wet because you don't see the water.
Right.
It's like you having
Okay.
gills, and we're talking about whether or not throwing children in the ocean is going to be harmful to them, and you're like, I don't know, maybe you're like a frog, and you can live in the
Okay. Well,
ocean and you can live
educate me
on
then.
land, and you're just hold on, let me talk.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt me.
Yeah.
So it's like
No,
you
I'm not
can live on
interrupting. I'm
land
only
or the sea. Please stop interrupting me. It's like you can live on land or sea, and you're like, I don't see the problem with living on land and being in the ocean. I don't see the problem. And we're talking about people that don't have the ability to live in water safely the way that you can. So again, if you don't know, you don't have to answer a question on my live.
Okay, well then, could you educate me then and explain, just so I know, how does it work? How is it harmful to a community or someone else's relationship?
So Lemon Seals, I just have a question.
Sure.
You came here to get educated, and you're
Yeah.
asking all these questions and stuff. You couldn't do that in the comment section?
Well, the thing is, the comment section gets overlooked at the time because he is quite popular.
You can't have the debates and arguments in the comment section, right?
Not because it gets ignored, not by the host himself, but others as well. And as the comments have already proved, when I opened my mouth and said I got told I was privileged.
Okay, so the reason why interracial relationships are part of the Black community's priorities is because biracials like myself will grow up in legal weeds. Biracials like myself will be raised and grow up in all white communities with a white parent, and then later on in life we end up abusing our own community. We end up causing harm to our own community. So it becomes our business because essentially biracials, people that come out of those interracial relationships, end up being the abusers towards the community. So it is actually the Black community's um, um, later problem that we do need to discuss now.
Right, I see. So that's an interesting outlook. Okay, fair enough. I mean, obviously, as I said, I'm not here to say that it doesn't exist and isn't harmful. I'm asking. All I want to know is how, because I haven't. I wouldn't be able to get that from the comment section. I know you said get it from the comment section.
You could have got it from the
But
comment section, but
But I think one
I
most
I
important
also
thing.
want to avoid centering someone because they want to be centered. Um, you know, as she said, we can get it from the comment section. What are your answers for the two following questions?
Is it preferred to date another race a fetish? It's interesting. Again, I guess it depends on case by case purposes. It's not just some people have a type, don't they? And if that's their type, that's their type. It might be preference. It might be a fetish. It might be seen that
So
way.
a race is just a type to you, right?
Not necessarily. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about in terms of what you get from it.
What
What
do
you're
you get
getting
from
from the
someone's
relationship,
race? What do you get from someone's race?
not race.
I
Relationship.
mean, we're
We're
talking
still
about race,
we're still on
not race.
relationship.
Is preferring to date another race a fetish? What do you get from it? You said not if they get something from it. So what do you get from it?
What they want from it. It's nothing to do with me. That's nothing to do
Okay,
with
so
me
what's
on
an
what they
example of
want from
what
it.
somebody would want from
It's the same as if they were in the same race relationship. What do you get from that? What do you want from that person? It shouldn't be what that person's color is. Why has it got anything to do with what their color is?
Do you think race is only
The
color?
question isn't full. I don't think the question isn't
Do you
there
think
in
race is
full.
only about skin color?
Well, by definition, if you want to talk about by
That's color.
definition,
That's why they say race, color, creed, because color is different than just race. So color and race are two different things. Color is part of how people are profiled within a race, but race is not just my color. There's people darker than me in Asia. They're Asian. They're not black.
yeah, fair enough. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not at all. Oh,
All right.
that's fair. I think she's right there because I'm coming up with what it does for the two people rather than the community, and that's very clear from what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
All right.
and the last question you've got up there, we can go through that as well if you want to. Um, what is a pro-black person or non-black?
All right. You don't have to answer that one.
Okay,
All right. Thanks for coming up.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much for having me.
Next guest, what's up? Could you give us your age, race, and pronouns? I am Goddess.
I am 41 years old. My race is Hebrew. Okay, I'm a
It was
part
not a
of
race. It's a
I'm
language.
Hebrew.
It was not a race. It's a language.
Well, I don't call myself black because
I'm tired, Grandpa.
black
Why the hell
isn't
am I getting so many weirdos today?
a race. So is this supposed to be a black and white thing?
Black is definitely a race. What else is it?
Yo, what's up?
Okay, so the questions up top, interracial
The
relationship.
questions I ask you have to be genuinely answered before I let you continue, because we're having a very nuanced, intelligent discussion. And if you're one of those internet conspiracy theorists that learned how to not be black on the internet, then maybe this ain't the live for you.
Maybe it's not because black isn't a nationality.
I never said it was. Hebrew definitely ain't.
Well, I'm not English, so
A little bit.
I mean, I get that a lot.
Oh my God.
I get that a lot, but
Well,
it's a lot of things that I'm still
maybe it
studying and
means
learning
something.
right now.
If you get it a lot, it might mean something. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Nice one, host. Nice one, host. You smacked that nail
All
on the
right.
center.
Hold on, promo. We didn't get to you yet.
Yeah,
We'll get
sorry,
to you in
sorry,
a
I'll wait.
moment. What's good, D? What's going on, sister? You want to reset? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got to mute and unmute? Mute and unmute real quick, D. They can't hear you.
I can hear her.
You were on the panel. Hold on, y'all. D trying to talk.
I can hear you fine. I can hear you
No,
absolutely fine.
You're on the
no, sir,
panel.
stop. Please stop. It's no. Okay, let me leave y'all, brother, and come back up.
All right, she's going to come back up, y'all. Yeah, to those of y'all that are new here, D is my co-host. And Leisha is my moderator. Um, I need to make some more of y'all moderators too. Leisha be doing overtime. Kira's also my moderator, the real Kira. Bring D back up. Peace, little mama. Hold on, y'all. She coming, I guess. D, you here? Oh yeah, she having a hard time. All right, well, what she was going to say is everybody continue to tap like. We're trying to get to 25K in the next 3 minutes. So please, as you listen along, tap like, and we're gonna keep rolling. It lets the algorithm know we're getting good feedback from the people, and it'll bring more guests up here so we can have more of a conversation. All right, the next guest, Nandu. Give us your age, race, and your pronouns, please.
40, black, and she. Like,
All right, talk to us, sister.
so I'm gonna take the international version of it. Whenever someone's just like, "Oh, are interracial relationships harmful or not?" It for us, it's not really race anymore, for real, because where you grew up should be what your culture is, and you marry into that culture. So for me, if I see a white American or a light-skinned American or someone who was born in America and are listed as American marry another American that happens to be of a different hue, it's just two Americans marrying each other. That's what it's supposed to be. But
Okay, so let's talk about how it really is now, because you scared me with all that. I'm like, oh, we live in a
no,
post-racial world.
that's how it's
Oh,
supposed
snap.
to
All right,
be.
so let's get to how it really
But
is in the real
we've
world.
delineated to where we are now segregating ourselves. Well, we have been, obviously. We're segregating the cultures within a culture.
I don't think
So
you know what segregation means. Please
no,
don't say.
I know it's literally a separation.
No, it's just no, it's not.
It's a
That was the
separation.
case. No, no,
Where
no,
it's a
no, no, no.
separation.
Hold
Segregation. I know exactly what segregation is, but you
hold on. Don't start talking over me on my own live. That's very disrespectful. I'm not letting you move forward for a reason. I'm not just cutting you off for no reason. This is a live. See, y'all are used to other little TikTok lives where everybody just kind of talk over each other everybody just talk a bunch of nonsense. Over here, this is a place for everybody to learn and have an actual productive conversation. So, that being the case, segregation includes a power dynamic and an exclusion from power. That's not the same thing as separation. If it was separation, then separation is what it would have been called during Jim Crow. Segregation is literally excluding people from power. That's the dynamic at play with segregation. When we're talking about segregation with the big S, we're talking about literally the system segregating black people from white people, was literally them marginalizing and disenfranchising a community based on race. That is much different than just separation. All right. So now we will continue.
Because the world existed before Jim Crow, it hasn't always been that way. So what I'm going to tell you is, you can, within a power dynamic, within a culture, separate yourself from someone, but as an individual in a room with other people that look like yourself, you can literally segregate yourself from them. But that
You're not listening. All right.
I heard you.
No,
Like, you're
dude.
going
No, dude.
through.
You're not
You
listening.
said that's
I
the
just
Jim
told
Crow
you.
era
I
portion.
just told you what that was. Stop saying that. If I run away from Freddy Krueger coming into my house to unalive me, am I segregating myself?
You are running away.
All right, so 400 years of oppression, racial abuse, 400 years of slavery, 400 years, 200 years of redlining and disenfranchisement, impoverishment in our communities, medical racism. To this day, we still got gerrymandering. We still are the least represented in government, despite being the second largest minority group. We still got all this stuff going on, and you're gonna say that Freddy Krueger ain't coming in here to unalive me? You saying when I run, I'm segregating myself?
Because you run doesn't necessarily talk about segregate. When I'm saying segregate, you are
Please stop
simply
saying that word.
standing in place where you are and keeping apart.
First of all, say escregate or something else. TikTok hates that word. So first of all, we gotta stop saying that word. We said it a bunch of times. That's the most I've ever said it on a live, because you don't know the difference between separate and that word, and it's just you're repeating it too much. Say escregate. TikTok does not like when people promote escregation, and you keep saying that word over and over. It's going to trigger the algorithm. Please say escregation.
Escregation, separation. When you are in ethnic groups or in a particular culture, and you separate yourselves based on just appearances.
Separate yourselves. That's what she said, y'all. We invented race. We separate ourselves. Like, do you see how crazy this sounds?
So the thing is, I know you say, and as a host, you don't like people talking over each other, but I haven't even gone from point A to point B.
Because you haven't said one thing in the real world that makes some sense. And I'm
That
going
is
to always
literal
interrupt you if
English.
you start talking that bullshit. That what you just said, you're telling me black people separate themselves? Like you're saying we decided to live in the ghettos, y'all. We decided not to be part of the Fortune 500 CEOs. We decided not to hold offices in for example, the presidency, right? The reason there was only one quote unquote black president is because we just didn't want it, y'all. We separated ourselves too much. We separating ourselves. Like, this is how you sound.
To you. But what I'm saying is,
You sound like that to a lot of
the
people.
interracial relationships that are believed to be not progressive to the black community, the only reason that they are the way that they are is if we perceive anyone as other as more important. This is why whenever two different races get together, but they're within the same culture, it doesn't make any sense, because your mindset should be, if you are within the same culture, that you are the same. But if you are white and you have a your thinking is that you are somehow better, but you still go towards what you believe is lesser, then there's no point in you being in that relationship. Same thing with anyone who is black. If you are choosing someone based on just race alone, then your preference is indeed a fetish. But you should be able to go with someone that
Yo,
is
this is
of a
someone that
different
words
race.
don't mean anything anymore. That's why I can't let you keep
Speak
talking.
from
You
Just
her
don't
Google.
know
own
what word.
perspective.
She doesn't even know what the meanings of words she's
She's not
using.
even speaking from her own perspective. You're speaking from a weird worldly perspective. You have in a warped mind frame of yours. It is kind of weird. Can't lie.
It's wild the stuff you're saying. Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone just said in the comments, "You're
Host.
making my head hurt." This is
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm suffering here. Host, can I go next and then we can debate. We can
No, we
discuss.
can't skip her. They have to
We
send
have
Panther
to.
Paws if they don't want her up here. She must be making sense to y'all because she ain't making no sense to me.
No.
She
No.
must be making sense. I don't know what's going on. We need how many? How many we at, Alicia?
It's like two. That's two.
No, I think that was three.
Was that three?
I think that was three,
So we need two more?
possibly.
I mean, for me, I've never messed with anyone of a hue other than my own, but this is the culture that I've grown up with. So the culture that I grew up with is the culture that I'm within. So if they happen to be of European descent, that's what they happen to be, and I'm not going to
Hey,
keep that
any brother
against
that's with
them.
you, I feel bad for him. Leave her. Leave her. I'm telling you, when she get on, she leave your ass for him. Man, she gonna do it. She gonna do it. That's crazy. She
I
don't
don't
love
look
whoever she's
at
with. She
I
don't love
don't
your
look at
blackness.
anyone of a
She
lighter
just love
hue
your
as though they are
proximity to
better
her.
than me or that
That's the
I
only reason she with you is because you around her. That she not with you because she loves her own blackness and decided she could love herself through someone that looks like a father, a brother, an uncle, someone that looks like someone like her. She hasn't loved herself like that. She is only with you. Whoever she's with right now, she's only with you because you nearby. So, okay. All right, yeah, she out of
Wayne?
here now.
No.
That's five, y'all. Shout out to everybody that sent the Panther Paws. Hey man, that was wild, bro. When she said brothers and sisters choosing each other is a fetish, that's crazy. After years, after to this,
Oh.
all right, for 300 something years, 336, I believe, years of systemically making sure that black households were split up, right? Your husband will get sold to that plantation, be forced to quote unquote breed with another woman over there, then be sold from plantation to plantation to have more children, and the women children being sold off, but then at the same time, when master want to poke around inside of her, he'll do that too, and all this, separation and us not being able to stay with each other and not even be legally able to marry. Yes, that's why we jumped the broom to this day. That's why we jumped the broom. Yes, she was Haitian, sister. That broke my heart too. But that's why we jumped the broom, because it wasn't legal for us to even get married. We weren't people, y'all. It wasn't even legal. There was no legal marriage for us. So knowing all of that, to say that now, even though there's still obstacles that separate us from each other, right? Our men are the most incarcerated. Our men are the most thrown in jail. At one point it was 1 in 5. I think about 10 years ago. Within the past 10 years, it was like 1 in 5 black men was in jail. But to this day, 1 in 3 will be locked up at some point in their lifetime.
Yep.
The average, when we look at children, there is 1.06 black boys born for every one girl. So there's actually more boys born than girls in our communities. By the time they reach the age 18, there is 2 women for every one available man. That is why black women are the least married women on earth. That is the reason why. And in this country specifically, the least married. Only about 25% of them get married. 1 in 4. That being the case, all of these obstacles today and the laws around us being separated in the past, to now you saying us choosing to be with each other, despite those obstacles, despite that self-hatred that's inherently taught in the anti-black society to us, despite all of that, for you to say that's a fetish for me to want to be with a black woman speaks to your inner white tea man, that you want to continue the work that they did in separating our communities. That is so sad. It is so sad to hear a sister say that.
Y'all hear me now, brother?
Yeah, can y'all hear her?
Can you hear me speaking, you
Can
guys?
y'all hear D?
No, not you.
We know the panel can. Yeah, they hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right, you guys, let's clear this air. I can't believe what she was saying. Holy Spirit, activate, activate, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Hello, hello, and welcome. You guys, you are in Brother Legends Live. You are in Brother Legends Live. I need you guys to tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Tap it up, brother. I think we need to get to 50K. I don't know what y'all are holding back from, but I need you to get to 50K ASAP. Tap the screen and get active. You guys share the live. Invite your friends, your frenemies. Even invite the pin. The Renneries. Invite all of them. We're here for it. Y'all know I like to scrapple now. And at the end of the day, make sure you subscribe to Brothers Legend Live here and on YouTube. You've got to subscribe to get the bell and notification to let you know what's really going on. And don't forget, after you subscribe here and on YouTube, go ahead and join the Discord, b1initiative.org, where you can get all the intellect, the discussions, and the real conversations where you can build amongst your people while elevating yourself mentally. It's important, you guys, to feed that brain, because if you're anything like the lady that was just here, whew, Lord, you got a lot to learn. But at the end of the day, you guys, I need 50K. Tap that screen and gift your host. And while y'all got us up here fighting with these poons, send the pause.
Appreciate you, D. Thank you for that lovely reset. All right, y'all. We're back, y'all. We back. We balance. We in balance. I hope everybody's back in balance. You know, as Africans, we believe in balance. Balance, you know, masculine, feminine energy with the drama and the peace. We back now. Let's start over again. Let's go to the next guest. Promo. Give us your age, race, and pronouns, please.
Yes, brother. My age is 39. My race, I'm from Sudan and England and Ireland. I'm of mixed race and proud to be, right? Pronoun, I don't bother with pronouns. I'm a traditionalist, you know,
Right.
and you get me. So with respect on that, I don't even bother with that. But to the question, brother, our
Real quick.
Yes,
Because you
bro.
give us a bunch of nationalities. I don't know how you from all those places at the same time, but I'll say this. When it comes to race, right, it's amazing to me how people don't know about this because I'm black, right? So we tend to know more about race than everyone else because we get confronted with it as soon as we walk out of our door. So black or African is a race, European or white. You got Asian, or there's a color for that, but I think it's derogatory now for some reason, but they don't mind our colors. And then you have red or indigenous. And then you got brown, which could be South Asian. So which would you be? How would you describe yourself?
I have to identify as mixed race, bro. But nationality-wise, I identify as Sudanese.
All right. I just,
understand?
if you had to choose one of those, which would you be?
I can't choose because I'm a mixed color of mixed race. I'm half Sudanese and half English. You understand? And so does
all right.
my color defines that. That's why it's always an issue.
Okay.
He's a light-skinned black man.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm
I
about
am
to
more.
say. Like, it just sounds like you just don't understand how it works. So what I'm trying to say though is I'm trying to teach you how it works, and I'm trying to just see, how much of an aversion to identifying with black there is, because you definitely mentioned Sudan a few times.
Yeah, my grandfathers are black. My grandmothers are white. So I identify as Sudanese, as African, even though my complexion tells another story to people, right? I identify when people say to me, "Where are you from?" I say, "I'm from
how does your
Sudan."
complexion tell a different story than, say, Angela Davis? How does your complexion tell a different story than Adam Clayton Powell Jr.? How does your complexion tell a different story than Thurgood Marshall? How does your complexion tell a different story than Alicia Keys or Swiss? I don't know, Swiss Peace Black? I think he is, right? Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Huey P. Newton. How does your complexion tell a different story than any of them?
Yeah, but bro, I grow up, mate, being light colored always trying to be black and identify as black, being told I'm not black enough to be black.
He
You get me?
I'm not going to tell you what to claim
Yeah.
because I do
So
understand
yeah, but you're
that
digging deep
people
as to
that are
what I
this
identify as my
confused,
race.
it's like so internalized. But I'm just letting you know that you're confused. We can continue. Your pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, talk to
And
us.
it's different to me as maybe the more common, just a black person marrying a white person, and that's called biracial, right? But both of my parents were mixed race, right?
Or your
So my
No, they weren't.
Let's-
Both of your parents were one race.
Right.
If I put chocolate in milk, even
Yeah.
if it's a little bit of chocolate, it's still chocolate milk. I can't give it to someone that's allergic to chocolate and say this is just milk. It's just plain old milk.
Sure.
And I
Okay.
can't
Yeah.
say, and I'm not going to say it. This is milk mixed with chocolate. Like, no, it's
You're
chocolate
saying
milk.
it's chocolate milk, but
And
yeah.
chocolate milk is chocolate milk. If you black, then you black.
And then they brought
Yeah.
the black back. So you look phenotypically black. It's the need to be exotic for me. But okay, rock off.
Go ahead, be yourself.
Wow. Kind of lost with that. I'm not even sure where to go with that one. But
I think it's a fundamental understanding of how race functions. It's a flawed thinking, but there's books written on this. If you want me to direct you,
sure. I want to get your take on where you think if someone is from, and let's say both parents different from different countries and of different colors, what do you identify as where you grew up, your traditions, and what?
All right, who wants to play the diaspora game? How many of y'all know the diaspora game, man? Who wants to play the diaspora game?
Brother
The diaspora
Legend,
game.
you better leave his Negro alone.
No, please, let's do it. I want to dig deep. Play any game you want to. I'm here for
All
it.
right, so we're gonna play the diaspora game to find out if you're black or not.
Pause. That's
yeah.
3 pause.
So,
Two
they saying
more.
pause.
2 more.
All right, so real quick, the diaspora game is 3 questions you can ask yourself to know if you are black. There's only basically it's kind of like one rule. Hold on, y'all send the pause, but I'm gonna play the diaspora game with them. Then we dropping.
One more.
Then we drop. Wait a second, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Legend. I wanted to dig deep on this
We
debate
about to
with
dig
you.
deep. Read the prompt while I'm doing this, but listen, we're gonna play the diaspora game. 3 questions to find out if you're black or not. There's 3 questions you can ask yourself if you are confused. Any of my confused people in the audience, they got to understand biracial is not a race, nationality, ethnicity, or culture. It is a description. Identifying with the description of who you are is not your racial identity. It is just a description of your race and how you got here. When
Your
you come up and
nationality.
we ask, hold on, when you come up and someone asks you your race and you give them what your parents are, you have already started describing yourself instead of telling us who you are. So now, 3 questions you can ask yourself. The first 2, you have to choose one of those questions. You have to say yes to one of them. You cannot, if you say no to both, you are immediately disqualified. Unfortunately, you cannot come to the cookout. It don't work like that. All right. So now, if you say yes to one of them, you may proceed to the 3rd question, but you got to say yes to one or the other. So the first question is, do you have African ancestry?
Yes.
All right. So now, everyone in the comments, shout out to everybody with African ancestry. We love y'all. If you have African ancestry, I would go back at least 3 generations. If you have African ancestry, shout out to y'all. We love our African ancestors. We love y'all. All right, that is amazing. Shout out to all the Africans in the building. Now, that does not make you black. It does not make you black. We are not done yet. We have to go to the 3rd question to find out. But we are also going to ask the extra credit question. If you answered yes to that first question, you may skip to the 3rd question. But I'm going to ask the 2nd question for those who said no to that first question. They don't know their ancestry. They're not kind of sure. They don't know. I don't know. So if you don't know, here's the 2nd question. The 2nd question is, do you have visible melanin that is in your hair? You know what I'm saying? You got 4C hair, it don't got to be 4C, but It makes your hair curly. It makes
Curly.
it tight, you know, gets curls. It's in your skin. It's also in your eye color. People don't know that, but there's hair in your eye. That's why your hair is. That's why there's you know, like when you zoom in, it's like little follicles. Like, yeah, so your iris is actually, it helps with your eyesight to actually have dark what do you call that? What's that, cornea? To inside your eye. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, do you have visible melanin? That is the second question.
Yes.
Whoa. He said yes to both of them. He only had to say yes to one. He only had to say yes to one. Yo, shout out to everybody with visible melanin. All my melanated people. It do not make you black. It don't make you black. We still don't know if you black or not. We still don't know. But if you have visible melanin or ancestry from Africa, if you have both, that's great. You extra on the way there, but you ain't there yet. All right? Now here's the thing. Some people have both, and they still not black. So the third question is what matters the most. Do you identify full-time as black or African?
Oh, it's a Negro.
That's cap. You didn't come up here and do it full-time.
Oh, that sound is cap. That sound is messed
You didn't
up.
do it.
No,
You didn't do it. When I asked you your
I
race,
always
you said I'm
identify to
mixed
my
and
Sudanese
brown. You
roots
did not
first,
do it.
bro.
You
You
did
understand
not do it. So that
I
lets
do.
us
I
know
do.
You got to go.
you
Oh, if
got
I
to
gotta
go.
go, it's like that. You don't want to debate with me.
No, we ain't
Yeah.
debating. That's how that go. Listen, we're not doing that. Listen, I'm telling everybody right now. That's how you play the diaspora game. That is how you find out if you are black or not. It takes your genotype, meaning from your ancestors, your phenotype, how you look, but most importantly, how you think, how you've been socialized, how you have been psychologized, okay? How you think in your mind. Do you participate? Do you identify yourself on the inside? Are you African? If the answer to that is I'm mixed, I'm Dominican, I'm what do they be saying? I'm Ethiopian. I'm, you know, some people would say I'm a native, I'm a Hebrew, I'm all this other stuff. I'm sorry, you got melanin, you got African ancestry, but that third question, you ain't one of us. You can't come. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're not doing that. All right. Some of them say I'm Hispanic, which is not a race at all.
Right.
Like there are black Hispanic people. So that's another one. Anyway, all right, y'all. We're gonna keep it rolling, like Kelly rolling. The next guest, Black Swan. What's good, sister? Appreciate you, crying. All right. Do that. Make it noise. Cheryl, we hear you. I'm gonna mute you. I got you. Oh, y'all can't hear a mute and unmute, sister.
Thanks, Clown.
Can y'all hear her? Say something. Y'all hear her? Nah, they wait. Someone, Crystal said yes. Everybody else said no. Nah, they can't hear you. Yeah. All right, sister. Thank you. Um, it said it looked like you muted. She gonna come down and come back up, y'all. Black Swan is one of my co-hosts too. I'm gonna go to the next guest. Cheryl, could you give us your age, race, and pronouns, please? She's muted. Cheryl, I'm gonna unmute you.
So, what'd you say? Name, race, and what?
Not your name, your age, your
Age, race, and pronouns.
That's right.
So I'm an old head. I'm 64. Race, I identify as black. And pronouns, I don't play the pronoun game, except I. But I don't do that he, she, she, hers, and all that. I don't do
Okay,
that.
so you're ambiguous. You're
No, well, call it what you want. I have a philosophy about it, which is not the purpose of this video. It's not the purpose of the live. That's a whole nother thing.
well, it is kind of the purpose of the live to know
Oh,
where someone lies within society. So,
okay. So are you
if
asking?
I'm having a discussion with a black male
Uh-huh.
that identifies as female, then we can talk about oppression
Oh,
from their point of view.
I see.
I'm sorry, not female, but as a woman, then we could talk about it from their point of view. You see what I'm saying? It's
I
not
understand.
about reinforcing someone else or some ideology. It's about letting me and the audience know where you stand within yourself, so that we can have a nuanced discussion with understanding.
Right. So let me answer the question this way. So I'm a straight woman. So I don't understand that binary
Yeah,
stuff
why you didn't say she?
because I don't like the idea of mandated pronouns. This coming you're speaking to
It's
a
not mandated. So
yes.
you're okay with me calling you a him?
I really don't. Frankly, I don't care what you call me. I want you to
All
call
right,
me
so
the
that's
pro.
androgynous.
Wait a
That
minute.
means that you. That
Please
means
don't
you.
talk
You trying
over
to.
me.
That means that you're non-conforming.
Oh, is that what that means? Okay, then
Yeah.
I'm non-conforming.
All right. So they
Okay.
them.
But I'm a straight woman, and um, I expect to be addressed using the traditional ways you address a straight woman.
What would
Okay.
that be? Teach me. I'm ignorant.
I'm
What
not
is
in the
that?
business of teaching because I get where you're
Oh.
going with this. I already said what I meant.
Well, respectfully, it's all about respect. And it's trying to reciprocate that because no one knows how you choose to see yourself in the world. And this has nothing to do with sexuality, whether you be cis, het, or other.
Right.
TikTok just kicked everybody off my live. Hey man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's up with TikTok. TikTok just kicked everyone off the live. That's crazy. I don't think I gotta update the app. I think I gotta update my phone because I think I seen an update waiting. You know me, I'm checking my notifications. I've been getting attacked lately. Y'all don't even know. I've been getting attacked left and right. But it's like y'all are wasting your time, reporting my content because I always win the appeals. I speak with intention on this app. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I speak with nuance on this app because I know the rules. So I'm going to win the appeal every time. So whoever's reporting my content, you can stop. I'm going to keep winning. Like I know how to say things on this app.
Pick you up, brother, every time.
All right. Let me make sure everybody can hear everybody. D, can you say something?
I'm talking now. Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear her?
Yeah.
Not
No,
not
not
people on this
y'all.
panel. We talking about people in the chat. Okay, yeah, they hear you.
Okay, cool.
All right. The last guest was a little too cool for school, so we're gonna keep it rolling. Black Swan, could you give us your age, race, and pronouns? All right. All right. Talk to us. I'm gonna bring the old prompt back up because that's what we was really talking about. Um. All right. Hold up. That last guest was just. I wanted to, and that's the thing. Like, how are y'all gonna identify as black but not want to
Brother,
give
hold
us your
on. Hold
pronouns?
on. They can't hear Black Swan.
Oh, Black Swan.
Say it
Damn.
again, Black
Let
Swan.
me let me mute and unmute real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, T said they can hear you. Do it again.
All right, can you guys hear me now in the chat?
Can y'all hear Black Swan?
Oh, they said they can hear
Okay,
me.
they can hear you now. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird when y'all identify as the colonial construct of race, but won't identify with the colonial construct of gender, but yet also demand that we acknowledge your gender. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. Like, even in race, right? The third question is, do you identify yourself full time as Black or African? So we're asking you how you identify yourself, because that matters in the idea of race. Like, if somebody walk up to me and tell me they look just like me, but they tell me that they're Asian, I'm gonna say, all right, bet you're Asian. That's it, cool. Like, I don't got nothing else to say after that. You know what I'm saying? I know there's melanated people in Asia. Maybe this just one that, just got the Rubik's cube look the same as mine. You know what I'm saying? The randomization of facial features just matched up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how you identify is part of race as well. You can't just say, oh, because I don't know who's a not Black person that looked Black. Amy Kaling. Do y'all know who that is? Mindy Kaling. That's her name. Mindy Kaling. You know what I'm saying? That Asian dark skin. She's Indian woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just look at her and say, "Oh, you Black." She's not. You see what I'm saying? So why would you wanna? You know what I'm saying? Make us acknowledge a gender but not want to identify with that yourself. It's weird. It shows that a lot of y'all are just the gender that you've been told, and you haven't done the work internally to know who you truly are. When we ask you your pronouns and you fumble like that, it just tells us that you haven't yourself like done the work to know who you are yourself. Because we just asked you who you were, and you're getting offended. All right. Go ahead, Black Swan. What brings you up, sister?
No, I was just thinking about like if you're in an interracial relationship, right? And I've said this before on the panel that a lot of times they'll kind of claim, the YT partner will claim that they are, an ally of some sorts to the Black community. And I think that quote unquote allyship, I don't believe in allies, but that quote unquote allyship only goes far enough to get in bed with that individual. And it's never really, they're never really somebody who is, before going into the relationship, like, you know what? I see the disparities. I see what's going on to Black people. And I want to do something about it. I want to unpack what I've got going on within me, which is inherent racism. And I'm going to unpack it, and I'm going to go and teach other people to do so. Right. That's just not the route that they take when they're getting into a relationship. And I couldn't imagine being in a partnership with somebody who might slip up and use a microaggression, like that would, it would just send me somewhere. I don't want to say too much because we're on the live, but that would just send me somewhere mentally to have to correct all of that. We were in Dee's live, and we had, I can't remember his username, but he came up to the panel. He's Black. And he just spoke so highly of Black women. And I could feel an instant peace just hit my nervous system. Hearing him say that. We felt it. And, she had really praised him for that, just the way that felt. So to choose, somebody who understands my experience, who, we share culture and all of those things, versus somebody that I have to teach and who is only going to be for me, not for my community, but just for me. I wouldn't want to have to put myself in that position. Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Is preferring to date another race. Is that what it says at the top? In the third question?
The second question is preferring to date another race or fetish.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime someone tries to explain otherwise, they can never give a reason that has to do with like the person as they are. It always comes down to, like, if you're just going to generalize someone down to their race, it's definitely a fetish, like 100%. You can't argue against it. I know people try to. They usually reach and say something that just doesn't make sense, but it most definitely is a fetish. And I don't know that, like, I think Timothy did it before on another live, but just talking about the dynamic that YT women had during slavery with Black women and forcing them to cover themselves to be less attractive to, their YT husbands who would do things that are unspeakable, like that has not gone away. that most definitely still is around. It's still a thing. And the same thing with, YT women and black men. And then can you be pro-black with a non-black spouse? No, absolutely not. You cannot. Um, and it's for everything that I had spoken to when I, heard the gentleman speak so highly of black women. There's just an understanding there in that movement, in that, relationship, in that partnership, that you cannot have with somebody of a different race who does not walk your experience and understand, you know, who you are. And I think that the furthest that they could go is to, like I said before, do the work to become an anti-racist person. And those are two separate movements. Anti-racism is not the same as being pro-black, as focusing on the progression of your community and prioritizing that. It's not the same. It's two completely different lanes. So no, you cannot be pro-black with a non-black spouse.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, sister. Thank you for bringing us back home, man. Definitely an A+ there. We had to do that, man. Always appreciate it when Black Swan is in the building. Timothy, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you. Hey, Queen Black Swan. Hey, D Queen. Kings and Queens, how's it going?
Peace, brother.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess, well, I mean, you already know my position on this, but for the people who don't know yet, yeah, of course, I always start out by just letting people know that I am the product of an interracial marriage, and fathers of European ancestry from America, mothers of African ancestry, African American from America also. So, and I identify as a Black African man. But of course, to answer the first question, are interracial relationships harmful to Black unity / progress? Yes, they absolutely are. There's plenty of evidence in history that we can pull up as to that actually very much so being the case, but also just from like a general standpoint, people of African ancestry, we can see quite often are actually more so required to disregard whatever culturally they deem to be normal in order to participate in an interracial relationship. And oftentimes you're going to see that priority is usually made with the, more so the YT partner in that relationship, where it's like, okay, hey, we're going to move to this area now, and we're going to participate with these people now, and we're going to go ahead and engage with these family members now, and I don't really like your family, so we're going to hang out with them less. And you see that very, very commonly. Is preferring to date another race or fetish? Yep, it absolutely is. There is a very deep and long history, just like how Black Swan was talking about before. Like there's a very deep and very long history of YT men deliberately targeting women of African ancestry for the purpose of grapings and unalivings, because they fetishized everything about them, and frankly everything about Black men too. But definitely more so the victims of that fetishization in a YT male dominated patriarchal society is going to be Black women, because Black men have historically not been able to defend our women, because the cost of defending our women from YT males who have all the power and created this construct has been Black men's unaliving. So they, they would make examples of Black men every single time that they would rise up and be like, yeah, hey, so that thing that you did to my wife, 10 minutes ago, yeah, I'm gonna need to go ahead and take your life for that. Like they would immediately put that person in the stockade. They would immediately engage in a long drawn out unaliving process that would be shown to everyone on the plantation for the purpose of being like, see, this is the guy that tried to say no to whatever nasty thing that I was trying to do to everybody else. So yeah, this is what we do to guys that say no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You'd be pro-Black with a non-Black spouse. No, I personally, I just don't think that you can. Like, it's a very much so a contradiction to be shouting and screaming to high heavens about pro-Black topics while you're spending the vast majority of the most intimate moments of your life with a YT person. they're never going to be able to understand fully your plight. They're never going to be able to fully understand why you feel so passionate about certain topics or why you feel as though certain things need to be fully addressed. And at the same time, they have a vested interest in protecting YT supremacy. So you're literally sleeping with someone who has a vested interest in defending and protecting YT supremacy, and they 9 times out of 10 are going to defend it because it benefits them. It doesn't benefit Black offspring. It doesn't benefit anybody else outside of YT people. And they always resort right back to that construct, the safety of that construct, anytime that they feel as though that they're backed into a corner. So if you ever get into an argument with that individual, good luck. It's really a coin toss as to whether or not they're going to then call the police on you and use that YT supremacist structure to basically win whatever disagreement or grievance that y'all had at that moment. So there's really no guaranteed, confirmed method of actually engaging in a relationship like that and that power not being exploited. Like that's just, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate you, brother. Another A+. We just seen that. What happened with Jonathan Majors? Weaponizing them tears, man. Some of y'all brothers is married to a ticking time bomb. You know what I'm saying? Everybody down below, gonna need you to keep tapping like. We gotta get to 75K in the next few minutes. I'm gonna turn the comments back on when we get to 75K. We gotta get some more people to come on up. Anybody that feels like they want to have an opinion on the topic, feel free to request. We'll let y'all up. We're answering the questions. 3 questions above me. We're talking about things with nuance. So, don't feel pressure to answer any questions you don't understand. If you don't understand it, you can skip over it. And also, brothers and sisters, especially those that come on my live almost every day, I need some of y'all to join b1initiative.org. Join the Discord, because y'all be hitting me up in my DM, and y'all don't understand that the real conversation be going on in the Discord. Like, if y'all think the TikTok live is lit, cool. The Discord is where we really talking at. So, and there's less of a filter there. Like, we be really going in. Shout out to everybody that's in the Discord. Do join the Discord. You know what I'm saying? I don't give out my number. You know what I'm saying? I'm a married man. You know what I'm saying? I like, not having to give out my number because I have a community in a Discord with 400 Pan-Africans. We can talk to each other right there. Appreciate y'all. Go to the next guest. G-Dot, what's going on, sister?
Thanks, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, sister. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Shout out to the live. Shout out to D Diva and Black Swan, Baby C up there.
Greetings.
All right, I'm gonna answer these questions.
You're welcome, sis.
Thank you for having me. I'm gonna answer these questions, and please do not crucify me.
All right, go ahead.
Are interracial relationships harmful to the Black community / progress? Now, I won't say that they're harmful, but I will say that they can be. They can be. We, as Black people, have accepted our biracial brothers and sisters, or multiracial, or even racially ambiguous Black people. We've accepted them as part of the community because we don't understand them to be anything else but that, like a part of the community. You know what I mean? So, like, it's never been a thing where we were turning up our nose or ridiculing them. Like, I mean, you might poke fun at like complexions or whatever, but it was never a thing where we made them an other. We didn't other our racially ambiguous, biracial, multiracial brothers and sisters. However, in recent years, big up yourself. In recent years, I've found that there's like some separation. There's been some like othering of self within the community. And because of that othering of self, other people who are in the community feel other themselves. I didn't mean to use other that many times, I'm sorry. But I hope you can follow what I'm trying to say. Like, because this biracial or multiracial, racially ambiguous group have found a space to comfort each other in the idea that they're not accepted by either side. It's become a space for us who's always accepted our multiracial, biracial, racially ambiguous brothers and sisters. It's made us feel like now we have to rethink how we operate with them in society, you know? So what I will say when it comes to interracial relationships, I won't say it's harmful, but it does create a level of confusion.
I'll say this. You're talking more to the product of interracial relationships than interracial relationships itself.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not what the question is. You took it straight to the children, and I understand that as a queen.
I'm sorry. That's probably like a mom thing. I'm sorry.
But we're talking about interracial relationships